Hello, Professor. Today, me and my teammate, myself, Mayurkumar Yadav, and my teammate Shyamal Kakadia will explain you about our project, which is basically a task collaboration app. That's our final project. So today we are presenting our task collaboration system developed as a part of Enterprise Applications Development course, the end project. This project is designed as an enterprise-grade task management system inspired by tools like Jira, which was mentioned in the project PDF. The primary objective was to apply the patterns such as secure architecture, real-time communication, and background processing. Our application allows users to securely log in, create and manage tasks on a Kanban board, receive real-time updates, and follow role-based authentication and authorization rules. So very first we'll walk you through the architecture backend features, front-end UI real-time behavior, and then finally conclude with challenges and learnings. If we talk about the architecture, our application follows a two-tier architecture. The backend is built using ASP.NET Core Web API on .NET 8. It handles authentication, authorization, business rules, data access, caching background services, and real-time communication. Well, here the backend uses the entity framework Cork with in-memory database, repository pattern with unit of work for clean data access, JWT authentication, Signal are so here. Let's just dive into the JWT part so you could get a better idea of a working backend. So if you run the project, let's test the backend part first. So here, if we go for the login part, just try for the login by the name of the admin. Here we can see that our token code is generated, and the only thing left here is to just copy paste it and get it authenticated and authorized. Here you could see that now it's authorized. Now we have access to create the task, add, edit, and delete them. So here we would see that how the way our backend works for the task. So here, if we click on try out and let's let's post some tasks. Let's create some tasks. So first task is complete UI. Okay, and let the description be uh, it won't take more than 2 days, and let the status code be 3 and let it's assigned to be user number 2. Here, if we click on execute, here we could see that, yeah, by the ID 5, it has been created. The title is complete UI, description says it won't take more time than 2 days. Here, if we look for the other endpoints like get by ID. So as we saw previously that our task says the ID for a particular task was 5. So if we try to enter that, here we could see that our ID 5 task has been generated just by adding the ID number. So the further thing which you need to test for is to how if is there any way you could update it? Does that work? So we can check it by here. So if we add by the number ID and let's change everything. Let's like complete. Let's change the description. Let's change to it's difficult. Let's say and the status be 3 and to assign user let it be 3. So if you click on execute, here we could see that our description for the ID 5 task has been changed to it's difficult. And now if you run for the other endpoints, which is delete task, let's first look for get task. If you click on try it out, we could see the task like 2 and 1, which were created by the admin. Now, the thing here is, as you can see that we have logged into system by the name of admin and admin password. So by this endpoint, we could only see the tasks which are generated by the logged in user. Here the logged in user is admin, so we could see only the tasks which are generated by the admin, which is here to task 2 and task 1, which is implement authentication and set up project structure. So yeah, it's pretty much. If you click, let's just look for the deleted one. If we click on delete, the task which you recently created had the ID number as 5. If you click on execute, here you could see that it has been deleted. So now we are almost done with the backend part. Now let me just show you the flow of the front end. Or before the front end, let me just show you the caching strategy. So here the caching strategy is the application uses iMemory cache to cache tasks. And when a task is requested for the first time, the data is fetched from the database, which is similar to delay, and responses include the header S cache miss. On subsequent requests, the same task is served instantly from cache with the header X cache hit. If we talk about the background services, the backend also include a hosted background service. This service runs for every 2 seconds and automatically archives tasks tab. And if we look for the Kanban board, that's the main task board here. Here you could see if you run the project. Okay, so let's just add that part for the front end explanation here. So from now here, my friend Shyamal will explain you about the front end part of this application.
Hello, Professor. So this is the application. When we run it, it says welcome to Task Collaboration app. So now we can click on task board and it will say us to log in, and first we will log in with the admin user. We enter the username and password here. So as you can see the task board, it has 5 categories, that is to do, development, review, merge and done. And we can see the 3 tasks that we have already added. So now we can add task by clicking on add new task at the right corner. Now we will enter the title. Let's say complete the UI part. Then we'll add the description. It won't take more than 4 days. Now we will select the status. Let's say development and assign to user 3. We will click on create task and it will show us on the right corner that it says task created. Now it is now this is the now we will move to all tasks admin. As you can see that we have added the task, complete the UI part under the development category. Now we can see all tasks as well because we are signing in through admin. So here you can see complete the UI part, ID file, and we can edit and delete the task from here as well. And here it gives the option to back to board as well. Okay, so now we'll first edit it. Let's say 3 days instead of 4 days and save changes. It says the task updated, and here you can see that it won't more take than 3 days. So now
And here,
we'll run on the other. Now we can see that the signal is connected. So now we can run another browser as well. Now we'll sign in with the admin. I'll enter the password. Okay, so we can see that these are the completely same board in 2 different browsers. And if we do anything on the first browser, then it will show in the second browser. Let's just add a new task. First, enter the title, the description, then we'll select the status, then let's assign to user 3, and we'll click on create task. So here you can see that it shows the notification, and in the second browser as well, that it is added. The task is added. So now we can log in through the different user as well. Click on taskboard. Now we'll use the user 1, password user 123. And as you can see that the user cannot see all tasks. The all task is for the admin only. When we sign in with the admin, we can see all the tasks. So the user can see only the tasks, cannot see all the tasks. So that's pretty much from my side. Thank you.
To conclude this project, as it demonstrates a complete enterprise-style application, we implemented secure authentication, clean architecture patterns, real-time communication, caching, background services, and a professional UI. Some challenges included the to integrating the JWT part and ensuring the case consistency. In future, we see that this system can be extended with persistent database, advanced analytics, and cloud deployment. Thank you, Professor.